everybody, Just Watching Movies here with a special 12 Days of Christmas movie review. Today I'll be reviewing The Muppets Christmas Carol with a good friend of mine, Tyler Tompkins. He has been on my channel before, a couple Halloween movie reviews and Harry Potter reviews. If you guys have not checked out his channel, go in the description box below and subscribe to his channel. He is a great guy and his channel is growing quickly, so you'll be one of his early fans. Go ahead over there and subscribe to his channel. So before I share my thoughts on The Muppet Christmas Carol, Tyler Tompkins, what did you think about The Muppets Christmas Carol?
Thank you, Justin, for inviting me to talk about one of my favorite movies from my childhood. I vividly remember as a kindergartner going to nap time, which is something that a lot of kids hate, but I actually liked it at that age because the teacher would always put on a movie for us to fall asleep to. And a movie she would constantly put on over and over and over again was The Muppets Christmas Carol, and that was the first time I ever saw that movie. I've loved that movie ever since she showed it to us, and it's not even a nostalgia thing. I mean, sure, whenever I watch it, I'm transported back to whenever I was a younger kid, but the movie is actually really good and it still holds up today. And one other real cool thing about this movie is whenever it comes to musicals, I'm not really a huge fan. It has to be unique and have a lot of good music. This one doesn't go overboard with the music, and in fact, I like most of the songs in this movie. My favorite being the Marley and Marley song. That scene used to scare me so much as a kid, but it's always been my favorite scene. I would look forward to it every single time as a kid. And Michael Caine truly gives a wonderful performance as Scrooge. He's the best iteration of Scrooge I've ever seen, and I know it's kind of unfair to say that because I haven't seen every iteration of A Christmas Carol. I haven't even seen the Jim Carrey version, which is odd for a movie guy like me, but he gives a fantastic performance in this. And oddly enough, I did some research. The whole reason he did this movie in the first place was because he had a 7-year-old daughter, and at the time, he didn't really have any kids movies he had done before, so the whole reason he did this was so that she could see a movie of his. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go pretty high on the score with this one because it perfectly captures the Christmas spirit. I have to watch this one every single year and it still holds up to this day, which is rare for kids movies back in the 90s. I'm going to give The Muppets Christmas Carol an A+. Had you asked me to review this movie any time throughout the year, I may have given it another score, but whenever you watch it at Christmas time, it's truly one of the best Christmas movies you can watch. Thank you again, Justin, for letting me review this movie with you.
Thank you, Tyler, for telling us what you thought about The Muppets Christmas Carol. I agree with you completely. This is a wonderful film. I've been a fan of The Muppets ever since the reboot with Jason Segel was released in 2011, I believe. And ever since then, I've just been latched on to The Muppets. They are so cool. I didn't grow up with The Muppets. I saw things here and there. I used to have the Treasure Island VHS, but I just wasn't a fan until I saw that movie. I just loved The Muppets. So I checked out The Muppets Christmas Carol a few years ago, and this is a sweet tale of the Christmas Carol. I love the story of A Christmas Carol. Ebenezer Scrooge, who's a bah humbug, doesn't believe in like Christmas, and who cuts pays and bonuses and things like that. And the Ebenezer Scrooge in this story is portrayed by Michael Caine, and he does a great job in here. He's very stern and strict and a mean guy in the beginning of the movie, so it makes the transformation much more endearing and sweet when he really understands the meaning of Christmas. And it's a great transformation because he's so giddy and happy at the end and just wants to help out so many people. And I just can't help but smile at the end when Michael Caine just wants to help out so many people like Tiny Tim and Bob Cratchit. It's very sweet. So I do think that Michael Caine handled his role really well. What makes this movie stand out from all the other Christmas Carol films, there's a lot of them, is The Muppets. It adds a lot of whimsical moments to the film, a lot of chuckles here and there, and a lot of musical numbers that are really great, especially ones early on. Like the song about Ebenezer Scrooge, I thought they were so catchy, and I just like bounce around and sing with the movie like I'm a kid again. It's so sweet. And they just add a level of fun to this storyline that's rather dark at times and saddened of, you know, this guy's you're really mean. It's kind of depressing that he's stooped to this level, but they add just this level of fun and a lot of joy to the movie that you want to watch this movie over and over again. The Christmas Carol, I couldn't see myself watching a lot of the original ones because it's like a one-time watch because of the movie, but like Scrooged and this, they add a level that you want to watch it again. And The Muppets Christmas Carol is just an overall fun film, even though that it's depressing and people are losing their jobs and getting sick and different things like that. The Muppets come in and just make it fun, make it sweet, make it hilarious. add a lot of musical numbers that are great, and just it's fun to watch the Muppets. Kermit the Frog is so cool. He's a very understanding guy, especially in this movie. People really think that Ebenezer Scrooge is the worst human being ever, but he thanks him for certain things in his life. So I really like that about Kermit the Frog, because Kermit the Frog is a really great character in the Muppets, and he brings that over to the Muppets Christmas Carol. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the Muppets Christmas Carol an A-. Have you guys seen the Muppets Christmas Carol? What is your favorite Christmas Carol take? I think that this is my favorite, followed by Scrooge, followed by the 1938 Christmas Carol. So at any point, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Also subscribe to Tyler Tompkins' channel as well. This is Justin Watches Movies, and you stay jolly, YouTube.